Hi, it's Kevin Labates here. So in a previous video I was talking about my personal preferences when it comes to choosing technology, and I realized that I hadn't really actually unpacked what it is that big truck there that drives me when it comes to selecting one thing over another. Because of course in life you always have choices, you know, am I going to go with a mainstream beer brand, or am I going to go for a craft brew? It comes down to your sort of personal history, your financial situation, and your personal tastes, and all these things are sort of intertwined. So when it comes to technology, I realized that the fundamental thing that makes me pick a technology is that I tend to root for what I see as projects produced by bright, passionate guys over things that are presented to me by institutions. And I guess that's just sort of like seeking like, he said. And I just realized that's lumping myself in as a bright, passionate guy, which is a bit sort of self-aggrandizing, but there you go. But anyway, yeah, I tend to pick things where there are people who I think are smart and informed, and somewhat independently minded. And I guess for other people it may be that they're looking for something that's maybe more reliable. You know, a big company behind it is less likely to fold, and therefore there's a more of a guarantee of continuity. But when it comes down to my personal choices, I'll pick the bright, passionate, independent guy every time, pretty much. And I guess that's why I as soon as I left the corporate world, I started using Linux exclusively. Similarly, when it comes to blockchain, I tend to go for the chains that have been produced independently by people who I respect, and by people who I can read their writings and see that you know, they know what they're talking about. They actually educate me. So it was an interesting realization, this, and maybe you should take some time at lunch today and think to yourself, you know, how do you make your choices? What makes you pick A over B? What makes you go for a PC rather than a Macintosh, or vice versa, stuff like that, because I think it's an interesting exercise. Anyway, hope you found this useful, or at least entertaining, and see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.